So this is what a 90% economy is looking like in Singapore. So what can we do about it? Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Mickey Talks Money. In today's episode, I will be talking about how the economy is expected to look like post-lockdown / circuit breaker and what all of us can do about it. Life after lockdown is not going to be the same, at least for the next few years. The economists calls this the 90% economy, where they expect economies in most countries to drop by around 10%. Well, in most things, 90% is perfectly alright, but in an economy, it is disastrous. Here is why and what we can expect in the next few months to the next few years. We use China as an example because China is giving the whole world a preview of what post-lockdown life is going to be like. In China, factories are up, factories are running, classrooms are full, restaurants are open for business, much like our phase 2 here in Singapore. With the social distancing and the restrictions in place, China has experienced an estimated 10% reduction in the overall economy. The main drop here comes from entertainment expenses and what we call the fun expenses, things like going to the pub after work, going shopping, going to the cinema, etc. etc. You'll find that hotels in China occupancy rates have more than half, which means less than 50% of people are actually staying in their hotels, and there is a 75% drop in the number of people flying. We see it here in Singapore too. The biggest casualties here are companies like Starkers and Cushionbowl in the F&B sector, Kidzania for parents with young children, and GNC for the health and fitness fanatics. So this is what a 90% economy is looking like in Singapore. So what can we do about it? Tip number 1 is to take a good look at your expenses. Most of us know how much money is coming in every single month, but not many of us track how much money is going out. Because of COVID-19, a lot of us have only been spending on essentials like bills, groceries, etc. So this is a very, very good time to actually take a look at how much you are spending on essentials and how much you are spending on the fun expenses. If you have an Excel sheet or if you have an expense tracker to do it for you, it's even better. So if you have not started keeping track of your expenses, now will be a great time to start. Tip number 2 is to start a side hustle. Now, due to obvious reasons, many businesses are going online to boost their sales. If you own a business or if you are self-employed, now is the most important time that you should do your social media branding. If you don't own a business or if you are not self-employed, you can also advertise your skills in websites like Fiverr or Upwork. You will be surprised at the huge range of skills that people will actually pay money for. Find a skill that you are good at or you are interested in and find clients in these kind of websites that look for freelance services. You can also learn new skills via books or YouTube videos and advertise your newly learned skills there. I am starting this YouTube channel as a side hustle as well. While I have not been able to monetize it yet because it is a new channel, this is going to be a long-term project to help my personal branding, and as the channel gains traction, I will be able to monetize it further down the road. The important thing is to start a side hustle that you are interested in. You might not be good at it, especially at the start, but you will get better with more experience. Your interest in it is what is going to keep you going. If you start a side hustle that you are not interested in but are reasonably good at, you might earn more at the start, but you will give up after the first few hurdles and decide that this is not good, this is not suitable for me at all. So the important thing is to start something that you are interested in. Tip number 3 is to start investing. The best time to invest is when all the stock prices are down, and this kind of opportunity does not come very often. Take a look at the S&P 500, which consists of the biggest 500 companies in the US. If you had invested when the market went down, you will be looking at a double-digit growth in your portfolio in just a few months. These companies include PayPal, which experienced a close to 60% growth since the start of the year, and Apple, which experienced a 20% growth since the start of the year. Does this mean that you have missed the boat already? Not necessarily. My team and I do believe that the US market is currently overvalued right now, which means that there's a high chance that it will drop over the next few months to a year. That also does not mean that there are no gems in the US market to be bought into. You just need to educate yourself and do your own research. Looking at other markets around the world right now, we don't see a V-shaped recovery that the US is experiencing right now. The Shanghai index looks more like a W that has not curved up, and both the Hang Seng index and the STI are looking more like an extended U that has not curved up. All these indicate that all the markets are actually on the way to recovery. In fact, me and my team believe that China and Singapore are very undervalued right now. So stop giving yourself excuses not to invest. If you don't have the knowledge, there are many books, courses, and videos that you can watch to gain the knowledge that you need. I have also compiled a 26-page PDF guide for beginners to start investing during a financial crisis. So do leave a comment if you want a copy and I will send it to you for free. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Mickey Talks Money. Do subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for more content about relationships, finance, and investments, and hope to see you in the next video. Life after lockdown is not going to be the same, at least for the next few years. Life after lockdown is... Personally, I am starting this new YouTube channel. My team and I do believe that the US market is currently overvalued right now, which means that